guys, welcome back to Belly Acres Kitchen. It is Rusty's birthday. We've kind of had a theme going. I think we've had a couple of videos come out, one on the other channel and then two on this channel. So it's kind of a series here, but it's all the same day for us. We've kind of had a theme, I guess, for dinner tonight. On his birthday, we did Bierox, which is German cuisine, and then we also have a German chocolate cake. I have not frosted the cake yet because I wanted to make the German chocolate frosting. Rusty likes the homemade version well, who doesn't? Way better than the canned version. So I'm just gonna do a real quick video on how I make the coconut pecan frosting for the German chocolate cake. So it's just gonna be a real quick, here's how we do, okay? So I have my Rock Crock from Pampered Chef. I'm gonna turn that on to about medium heat, and then I'm gonna start dumping in, I have 1.5 sticks of butter. It does call for unsalted butter. I never buy unsalted butter, so you can do one of two things here. You can omit the salt that it calls for in the recipe, or you can just add, I think it calls for like 1/2 teaspoon of salt, so it's really not that big of a deal. So I've just got that butter melting in there. I'm going to add a whole can of evaporated milk. I shook that up real good before I opened that. And then I'm going to add my brown sugar. I have 1¼ cups of brown sugar. So I'm going to add that. So like I said, I have it over medium heat. It's not really heated up yet, but I kind of want it to heat with, so that I can just kind of start stirring it all together. All right, so you see the mixture has already melted. Like I said, it's over medium heat. Who are you telling cheers? Who are you telling cheers to?
The dog.
To the dog. Okay, so that's getting a little bit warm. Meanwhile, I have 4 egg yolks here. I'm gonna kind of break those up a little bit. And then I'm going to ladle some of this warm mixture in here. And I'm going to stir that up. I don't want to cook the egg, so I kind of want to bring that egg up to temperature. So I'm going to do another little bit. And stir it up till it's mixed good. This way you bring that, the egg yolks were room temperature already, but this brings it up to temperature and you're not risking cooking those egg yolks. So I'm gonna just add that in. And then we are gonna stand here and babysit this because we don't want it to burn. But we're gonna continue to stir it till it gets thick. Okay, see how that's starting to heat up. We're going to have that simmer for about 10 minutes. And that's not a guaranteed 10 minutes. It's really until it gets thick. So you do want to stir it often. You don't have to stir it the whole time, but you don't want to walk away either. That's got a lot of sugar in it and it can scorch. Also, your evaporated milk can Scorch. Ooh, you can smell that starting to. All right, guys, look at that color, and look how it's kind of getting peaks. So it's thickening up.
Thick, 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 thicker than thicker.
Make sure we're getting everything. Scrape from the bottom. I mean, it's not scraping the bottom, but
Right from the bottom.
got about 2 minutes, and that's already thickening up. I'm going to keep it on there for 1 more minute. Just to make sure we get it to cook as long as we can. As soon as my timer goes off, I'm going to move this over on the stove to get it off that heat. And then we're going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. It's about a teaspoon of vanilla. Moved it off the heat. I'm going to add this half a teaspoon of salt, about a half a teaspoon of vanilla, still kind of stirring it. And then I'm going to add this whole packet, it's about 7 ounces of sweetened coconut flakes. You do want a large pot when you're doing this, because you want enough room to be able to really mix everything together. Just adding that whole thing. That's starting to look familiar, isn't it? And then I'm going to add, I got 4 ounces of chopped pecans here. We're going to add those in. All right, so here you go. Here is the coconut pecan frosting that we're used to seeing. Now this is still really hot, so it's not as thick as we're going to want it to be. It's not to consistency, but we're going to put it in the refrigerator. We'll put it in another bowl, put it in the refrigerator, and we will let it chill while we get the cakes ready to frost. All right, you guys, so let's get these cake layers ready to frost. So these are obviously very, very cooled down. I do have a cake cutter here, so we're just going to measure kind of how tall we want our cake to be, and then you just adjust it to the little ridges on the side. I think that's probably, let's look at this other one. okay? Because that one is not quite as big as this one. So let's do this one. So we're just gonna kind of, whoop. Okay, so my cutting board is moving. The way we'll fix that. We will just lift that up, put a wet towel underneath it, and that will hold my cutting board. So let's keep going. I think I'm gonna work this way. Bless you, there it is. So then that way I'm not losing. You seeing that? Look. So you just work it back and forth like a little saw.
What the heck? How do you do that?
Okay. So that's going to take this layer off, and that will make this flat. So there is our first layer. So we'll do our next layer. This one won't have quite as much. And this just makes them a lot easier to stack on top of each other. And the best part is, you have all this extra that you can sample the cake. Russ, would you like to sample the cake?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna put this one right back in the pan. And then we will get the frosting out of the refrigerator in just a few minutes and go ahead and frost this. Okay, as soon as I light this one, we'll start singing happy birthday, okay? Oh, sorry, okay. Okay, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rusty. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish. Yes, this is edible.
It is, for real?
Yeah.
No, I'm not eating that.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't have any
It
flavor.
doesn't taste like anything. Everywhere.
Yeah, y'all got.
Do you want
video.
just a slice of this?
Yes, please.
Are y'all recording that?
Yeah. Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, take it off the Susan.
Take it off the lazy Susan.
Okay, let's see. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have a layer? Boop. I definitely don't want that much.
Perfect layer.
Beautiful.